Okay, welcome back. This time we are doing Shinobi III Return of the Ninja Master on the Sega Genesis Mini. And this is absolutely a top 10 game for the NES, or excuse me, for the Sega Genesis. And while I am glad that they included it on the Sega Genesis Mini library, I'm also disappointed that they left off Shinobi Shadow Dancer and Shinobi II Revenge of Shinobi. And I'll talk a little bit about those games. Let me just point out one of the great things about this game. You have so many different new things you can do. You can do that slash and dash, or excuse me, dash and slash. You got the jump kick. And I'm going to be taking it a little bit slow. I'm not exactly an expert at this game. You check out, I think, Amy Rose Long Plays. That channel is absolutely fantastic at the Shinobi games and really puts on a master clinic how to dominate at this game. But I'll go nice and slow because I want to keep the power up. Power up just makes such short work of the bosses and all the other enemies. Now, the pinned comment is a link to an old YouTube channel that's been dead for a while. It's called Mr. G Star 123. And he's an Australian gamer, and he did a fantastic job with the Mortal Kombat games, not just the old ones, but the more modern ones as well. He also did a really nice job with the Shinobi games. And I decided to pin his playthrough of the Shinobi game on the Sega Saturn, one that I totally missed out on. I'd like to play it at some point. Looks like there's a secret up there. Wall jump in this game, very fluid. Got an extra ninjitsu. Anyway, he was Australian, had a very charming Australian accent. He would do commentary while he played, or sometimes he'd play the game and then add his commentary afterwards. So the format is actually somewhat similar to what I do. And he would rage, he would swear. He was really fun to listen to, and he did a really great job. So I really do miss his content. I've been subscribed to his channel for a few years, and I hope that one day I get a notification that he's come back and he's published a new video. He hasn't given any reason on social media or anything as to why he left or whatever. Kind of left his fans in the dark on that. Like I said, we're going nice and slow. And we're going to do our best to collect as many extra lives as possible. We are going to try and beat this game without using any continues. And admittedly, I'm really not that good at this game. My strategy is just to rack up as many lives as possible on the first few levels, and then just kind of blaze through them in the last couple levels. And that seems to work. It's not the greatest strategy, but that's how I get it done. Alright, we're gonna try and keep the power up for this level. But anyway, check out Mr. G Star 123. Really miss his content. And now I guess would be a good time to talk about Shinobi Shadow Dancer and Shinobi II Return of the Ninja Master. Now, Shinobi Shadow Dancer is just a great game. Ooh, very lucky. We got the one up. It's sort of a simple arcade-style version of Shinobi, but when I'm in the mood for a quick, Genesis game to just pop in and play for a few minutes. I lost the power-up. That's my go-to game. I absolutely love Shadow Dancer. Shinobi 2, on the other hand, is a lot tougher, and that's the game I had on my, I got the Sega Genesis for, I think, Christmas of 1991. The pack-in game was Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Alright, we're gonna defeat all the enemies first, and then we'll break open these crates. So I played Shinobi 2 quite a lot because it was one of my original Genesis games. I got it, I got it with my Sega Genesis. It was great. I absolutely loved it. That's a really interesting game. It's really too bad that it didn't get... It's too bad they didn't put it on the Sega Genesis Mini because there's really a lot to say about it. I think one of the reasons why they might not have included it is because there's so many different versions of the game. The original version absolutely flaunted trademark and copyright licensing. They had Batman, Rambo, the Terminator, Godzilla, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man was also a villain. So because of all those licensing issues, they did have to release several different versions depending on which licenses they had. It gets technical. I can't remember exactly how it works. The bottom line is if you can get to the third level and the flamethrower guys look like Rambo, then you have the absolute pirated version of the game. But Shinobi 2 is hard. It's probably the hardest of the three games. It's a lot of fun. I was never able to master it though. I played it a bunch growing up, struggled with it every time. Even today, I still can't beat it. Oh, I lost the power-up. Right before the boss, too. I could use a ninjitsu power, but this boss isn't too difficult, so I'm just gonna fight him the old-fashioned way. When the screen starts waving around like that, the controls get reversed. So I guess I can understand why Shinobi II wasn't included. It's disappointing, but I really would have liked to have seen Shadow Dancer on here. That one is incredibly fun. Alright, this one's called Body Weapon. I think it's meant to be called Bio Weapon. Oh, man, I lost that power-up as soon as I got it. And this is a very cool level with the glowing mutants or whatever they are. Okay, got the power up back. Lost it again. You know, and I'm not too concerned about keeping the power up through most of the level. I'm more concerned about being able to keep a power up for the level boss. You know, with your powered up shurikens, it just makes such quick work of level bosses. And this level boss, when we get to him, I actually struggle with him quite a bit. So I need the powered up shurikens to make that a more manageable fight. I think we're doing okay so far. 5 lives. Just trying to rack up as many extra lives in these first few stages. Lost the power up, that's okay. It also helps to rack up as many shurikens as you can. Okay, got an extra ninjitsu power. We're gonna need that for the boss. Okay, and here, now that we've got the power-up and an extra ninjitsu, we're going to go ahead and use the ninjitsu power that gives us a few hits, so that way we don't risk losing our power-up. I could probably make it through this section without losing the power-up, but it's not worth the risk. And we're going to use our second ninja power right here. So that way we can deal out a ton of damage to this boss. Like I said, I'm terrible at this guy. Softening him up with the ninja power is the best way I know how to get rid of him. Plus, I just like to end this fight as quickly as possible. Okay, so we're over 100,000 points. I think we net an extra life for that. And if I had to sum up the Sega Genesis in one level, it would be this, a surfing ninja. How awesome is this? And being kind of careless and sloppy with the power-ups, I would really like to keep them a little longer. And I love this, just racking up shurikens. And I believe there's an extra life coming up. Excellent. And let's try and get as much damage on this boss as possible while we still have the power up. Alright, now this level I have to play a little bit more cautiously. Don't get me wrong, it would be fun to just absolutely tear through this level, you know, looking like an absolute ninja boss. Unfortunately, I'm just not that skilled, so instead you're going to see me playing this level just a little bit cautiously. And this is the first level where the game is telling you basically that you absolutely have to master jumping mechanics. The wall jump, hanging, double jumping. But this game is also very generous in that it gives you the ability to look up and look down. Pan the look. So you can be a little bit more comfortable when taking the leaps of faith. Ah, there goes the power-up. And if you are willing to take a few risky jumps, this game will reward you. I know they're... Woo. Those flying enemies. Well, I lost the power-up, no big deal. Because, if I recall correctly, there is a power-up at the very end of the stage that we can take into the boss battle. Oh. Okay, I think with the double jump... I don't think you can grab onto an overhead after a double jump. Another extra life. Doing great with the extra lives. This part I'm not very good at. Okay, good. Here we're going to take a very unnecessary risk, because I can't remember what's down there. I think it's an extra ninjitsu. Yes, it is. Alright. And here's that power-up generously given to you at the end of the level. And same strategy. And why not? Might as well use an extra ninjitsu. Oh, wasn't paying attention. I missed that extra shuriken. Got another extra life. I thought there was maybe a power-up or something hidden there. Alright, now this level I am admittedly not that good at. This is not a difficult level, so I'm not too concerned about taking damage. There's plenty of health icons and power-ups. What I'm more concerned about is a little later in this level. There is some pitfalls that I'd like to avoid falling to my death. Mainly just because we've racked up so many shurikens. You know, the levels coming up after this is the level where you're falling, and it's really tough platforming. If I lose a life on that level, that's fine. I can deal with that. But for now, like I said, I know I'm having a good game, where I'm well on my way to beating it without burning through too many continues. If I can make it past this level without losing any lives. And I believe I brought this up when I was playing Ninja Gaiden. But how odd is it that we get 3 fantastic Shinobi video games on the Sega Genesis, and on the Super Nintendo we get 0 Ninja Gaiden video games. Like on the NES, we had 3 Ninja Gaiden games, and I'm not the biggest fan of Ninja Gaiden. But Ninja video games are fun. And there's plenty of retro gamers that absolutely love the Ninja Gaiden games. And they didn't get them. They didn't get, you know, Ninja Gaiden just didn't make that leap to the 16-bit era. You know, they completely sat out. The Super Nintendo, you know, there was the trilogy cartridge, which was junk. It just doesn't make sense to me is all. Like, why? I think it was it Data East or Technos? Whomever. Why they couldn't do a Ninja Gaiden 16-bit video game. And that's going to be the final boss right there. I know some of you might think it looks like Mechagodzilla. I think it looks like, for anyone that remembers the Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers, it looks like the Green Ranger's Megazord. Alright, I'm not exactly sure how we get down there. Maybe there's an extra life. I'm not going to bother risking it. I'm pretty comfortable with what we've got going on right here. Alright, now the exit is just over here. But what we're going to do is there's a whole bunch of extra items that we're going to go ahead and get. Yeah, see, I can't cling to that. Still can't cling to it. And I'm not going to break these crates, at least not yet, because I think one of them has dynamite, and it'll blow up the floor completely. Yeah, I think I just wasted my opportunity to pick up extra lives or whatever. Maybe I can. I'm pretty sure there's extra lives or extra ninjitsu over here somewhere. Okay, can still make it. Yep, there's the extra ninja power. Okay, and here we are definitely going to avoid accidentally breaking any of those crates. Except these ones. I know these ones are safe. Maybe they have shurikens in them. I think I have enough that I don't need to worry about a couple more. I'm probably going to lose them on the next couple of, the next level. I'll probably lose a life anyway, and whatever shurikens I have. Now, is this the last section of this level? I think it is. So I'm going to go ahead and use a ninjitsu power here and try and keep this shield all the way to the boss battle. I've already taken a couple of hits, so far the shield looking like a smart call so far. Okay, and I think to access the exit, I need to blow up a crate around here. The look down... Okay, I can look down here. There it is. Now I believe we can access the exit, and we're gonna make it to the boss, Tommy's Megazord. Oh no, we do have one more area, but the good news is we still have our shield. I am not 100% sure which ways I'm supposed to go. I know that... Let's see, it's been a while since I've... Okay. Wall jump is faster. game started to give us a lot more tricky puzzles as far as wall jumping, hanging. Like I said, basically the game is telling us at this point we need to have these skills mastered. Okay, so we made it to the boss with our power-up. Fight. It's a very cool looking boss. And right off the bat, we're going to use our ninjitsu power. Blow up his head. Excellent. Okay, now is where the game starts to kick my butt. Another extra life, by the way, for crossing another 100,000. The second part of this level, not too tough, but this first part is hard. So, I'm not talking too much. It's because I'm doing my best to concentrate on this level. I'm probably going to lose my shurikens, and that's going to bother me. Might as well take advantage of the shuriken toss, the somersault, because although it does burn through your shurikens faster, like I said, I'm probably going to lose them anyway. I will say this. For one, I know I could use the ninja magic that helps you jump higher. Oh, whew, just barely made that. I find that actually makes this stage tougher. And if you haven't noticed... Okay, good. We made it to the boss. I'm not that good at fighting this guy either. Supposedly he's not that hard. You know, I'm just absolutely... there it is. Terrified of falling to my death. There goes all my shurikens. Oh well, at least it lets me start off on this guy. think he's close to dead. Oh, finally. Almost out of shurikens. Bleh. Love that death scream. And not sure what I found. I think that was, oh, okay, it was an extra ninjitsu. That we are going to need. And I am out of shurikens. Absolutely hate this level. It's not too difficult, but it's not fun. Let's see, are there any... Okay. I think I'm gonna have to redo a section. That's fine. I did need the shurikens. And there's no time limit either. There we go. Okay, tricky wall jump section. And I think... Again, I'm not that good at this portion of the game. Ah. But I usually use, I think, shield right here. Because this part will just sap my life if I try to do it the old-fashioned way. I guess I could have done that. Okay, so made it to the end, and here's what we are going to do. Mijin is a suicide. First off, if you don't go through this door, then you're basically starting the whole level over. You know, it's tempting to explore. Don't bother. Go in through this door. But The suicide, yes, it takes a life, but you get to keep fighting the boss. It does do damage. I don't think I... did it that time. And this guy looks just like the boss from the second Shinobi. Right now, I'm just kind of hoping to beat him before I have to spend another life. I am out of shurikens, though. Okay, good. He's gone. And it sounded like I got another life, which is good, because I'm going to need more. I believe I'm on the last level now. Yes, the final confrontation. So this level, it looks easier than it is. It is pretty tough. If I can make it to the inside of the ship, I should be fine. But for whatever reason, I've always been absolutely terrible at this part with the flame bursts and the steam. Let's go ahead and change our ninjitsu. As long as I don't lose too many lives outside the ship, I should be fine. Missed the jump. What a waste of a life. Because I'm really going to need these lives when I get to the final boss. There may be... I think inside the ship there's a section where there's an extra life. And maybe even an extra ninjitsu power. Oh, okay. I was able to do the double jump hang. Something I wasn't able to do earlier. Oh, I didn't get a chance to see what that was. Even at this point, I need shurikens. If I recall, this elevator portion is pretty tough, too. And this is definitely where, if I'd been able to keep all my shurikens, it would have benefited me greatly. Okay, now we're top side of the ship. This part a little more manageable. Of course, as I say that, I get blasted into oblivion. I know I can break those. I'm trying to hold on to some shurikens, though. Go ahead and burn a life right here. Past this section. At this point, I'm just trying to get to the inside of the ship. The inside of the ship is the section where you absolutely have to be a master of wall jumping, wall hanging, and here we go. And I'll try not to lose too many lives on this section. It does take practice. The game is absolutely through with holding your hand. Got some shurikens, that's nice. Now this part is pretty annoying. We have to wait for the platform to spawn, and we basically have to anticipate where it's going to be on the track. I am glad though, it looks like we're going to be able to beat the game without using too many continues. So far, lost one life and sacrificed a life. And, okay, so there we... Platform's going to spawn. Don't want to miss it. platforms gradually fall. And the game basically telling you, don't jump too high. Now, thankfully, this game has, not sure if I mentioned it, but the controls are good and fluid. Man, was there something down here? Oh good, an extra life. I hope it's not going to cost me. Okay. Able to make it out of that lethal corner. At this point, the extra lives are gold, because it guarantees that you get, even if you screw up, I'll get another shot at it. I think there is an extra ninjitsu. Yes. Wait for that dynamite to blow up. Oh no, it's another extra life. Very good. Alright, we're coming up on the final stretch. There we go. Okay, now the final stretch. Let's see if we can... There's a couple electrified sections we're gonna have to avoid. This is very reminiscent of clock tower. Oh no. We should have enough time. There we go. Alright, so we got a power up. Well, the power-up only going to do us so much good, because here we are on the final boss. Let's just... We got plenty of shurikens. But the power-up isn't going to last long, so we're just going to pelt him. Before he takes our life, we're going to take our own life. Use the... Yeah, this is my strategy for the final boss. I know it's... it's kind of cheap, but... that's how I play. Sorry. You know, what's the point of mastering the first few levels and racking up all these extra lives if we can't use it to help us beat the game? Oh boy, that guy wasn't tough at all. Alright, that's Shinobi 3. I can beat Shadow Dancer. Really wish it was on the Sega Genesis Mini so I could show it off. Have, still to this day, not beaten Shinobi II Revenge of the Ninja Master. Or excuse me, Shinobi II Revenge of Shinobi. This is a top 10 game though. I absolutely love it. The controls are good. You can run. You do all sorts of great platforming, puzzles. It's not too difficult either. This game, I picked it up. I picked up the cartridge pretty cheap. I think the cartridge is still reasonably affordable, maybe $25, $30. And it only took me a couple of playthroughs before I was able to beat it. I do think you can do a lot more than in this game than you can in Shinobi 2. But whether or not this game, it's really difficult to say which one is the best. All three are really good. This one you can do the most in. The first one is, Shadow Dancer. That one, more arcade style, much more simplistic, really fun. The second one, it's similar to this, but it's slower. You can't run. You don't do any of the hanging or anything like that. Really like the second one a lot. That's the one I grew up with. But it's a lot harder. This game, I think it strikes that happy medium balance where, you do so much more and you have a lot more control. In the end, I just don't think it's possible to say, which one is definitively the best of the three Shinobi games on the Sega Genesis. They're all good. And full disclosure, this game only took me two attempts to record. Sometimes when I record these, admittedly, I make so many mistakes that I just, scrap it in the middle of it. Like when I was doing one of the Mega Man games, I made so many mistakes on, I think it was Mega Man 5, that it took me like 4 or 5 attempts before I was able to commentate and put together a good run. This one only took me 2. The mistake I made was on the level with where you're blowing up the dynamite to make platforms appear. Admittedly, I made a really bad mistake and it cost me a life, but the rest of the run went really smoothly, so I'm happy with this. For a novice Shinobi gamer, I would probably recommend this one. But if you're looking for a hardcore challenge, I recommend the second one. If you just want something simple and fun, though, go with Shadow Dancer. I think that is a tragically underrated Sega Genesis game. Alright, to be continued. We are all done. So, thanks for sticking around. Glad you enjoyed watching me play Shinobi 3. Still a heck of a lot of fun to play after all these years. And whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, have a safe, fun, happy, healthy day.